Handicap 127 Sports presents the Fictional Piston Cup Series from Talladega, Alabama for the Insuricare 500. Today, 39 cars will be racing at the fastest racetrack on earth that screams speeds up to 200 miles per hour, 3 to 4 wide battles, flips, big crashes, and excitement. The biggest prize these racers earn is not only the trophy and the money, but also the fact that they survived at Talladega Superspeedway. Let's take a look at our starting grid. In row 1, Colin Bargan starting on the pole for the first time in 2026, with Jackson Storm, both of them looking for their first win of the season. In row 2, Eric Breaker, one of the rookies in the field, with Cruz Ramirez, a former Talladega winner. In row 3, Ryan Laney with Rich Mixon, the 36 Tank Coat car. In row 4, Lightning McQueen with Shane Van Gaskenbergen in the 97 RPM car. In row 5, Herb Kerbler with Brian Spark in the 52 Leakless car. In row 6, part-time racer Jimmy Cables with Ed Truncan, the full-time racer in the 33 Mood Springs car. In row 7, Brandon Power car, the current points leader, with Sheldon Shifter in the 92 Spur Stop car. In row 8, JP Drive with Carl Reeves in the 86 Pizza Planet car. In row 9, Tim Treadless with Gogo Logano in the 22 Fiber Fuel car. In row 10, Speedy Comet with Marcus Sprangsler in the 6 car. In row 11, last week's winner Daniel Suarez with William Byrev in the 24 Shifty Drug car. In row 12, Roddy Bush with rookie Tango Speedstar back in the 56 Logitech car. In row 13, Nick Shift with J.E. McFiller in the Ford Towcap car. In row 14, Michael Roeder with Chris Roman in the 11 Combustor car. In row 15, Chase Racelap with the 2024 race winner Steve LePage. In row 16, Ace Shea Hollis with Cal Weathers in the 42 Vanderbilt car. In row 17, Todd Marcus with Bubba Wheelhouse in the 23 car. In row 18, Jim Reverick with Bobby Swift in the 19 Octane Game car. In row 19, Conrad Camber with last year's winner Master Dragon 4000 in the 69 South Point car. And starting in row 20 is Rex Revler in the 80 Gaskets car. Our weather for this evening is a warm 80 degrees Fahrenheit with 6 mile/per-hour winds from the northwest and clear skies. Here's our race analysis mixed with track facts. 19 laps, 50.54 miles around the 2.66 mile racetrack with 33 degrees of banking in turns 1 to 4, 16.5 in the trioval, 2 degrees in both straightaways, and pit road speed is 55 miles per hour. The pace car is heading to the pits. Meanwhile, Colin Bargan and Jackson Storm are ready to lead the field to the green flag here at the fastest racetrack on earth. We're going to be talking about the restrictor plates of how restricted the speed is, and also the double yellow line. You can't go down there. That place is off limits. Here we go, coming to lead the field to the green flag. Let's break it loose here at Talladega Superspeedway. Eric Breaker trying to go behind the number 32 of Colin Bargan, but Colin Bargan is a bit in the middle of the outside and inside. Now Breaker's behind the number 32 of Colin Bargan. Everybody is side by side until they're trying to make it 3 or 4 lines. Alright, we're seeing way behind of 3 wide. It's going to take a little while to go 4 wide, or the rest of the field to go 3 by 3. Now Ryan Laney is in the middle of Jackson Storm and the 54 of Herb Kerbler. Meanwhile, Colin Bargan is going to come back to the start-finish line and lead a lap here at Talladega Superspeedway. That was his first lap led in the 2026 season, and he's going to earn 5 bonus points in the standings. Now you're looking at Ryan Laney. He is currently sitting in 5th of 6th place. Now everybody's trying to go 3 or 4 wide. The 69 Master Dragon 4000, last year's winner, is trying to catch up to the field. He started all the way in 36 or worse. As I said earlier, we're going to keep an eye on the double yellow line because that place is off limits because since 2001, NASCAR said they're gonna prohibit any of the passes from the yellow line or double yellow line. So we decided to add in the Fictional Piston Cup Series. Well, this has been a rule for a long time due to many safety concerns. We don't want to cause more big crashes or anything. 4 wide behind the leaders. Right further, we're trying to battle against number 52 of Brian Spark. Now you're looking at Lightning McQueen's onboard cam. Now we added how fast you're going, which gear. Lightning McQueen's going like 192 or 3 miles per hour. Tim Treadless went through the righties drafting with Brandon Power Car. The battle for the lead, Brian Spark versus the number 32 of Colin Bargan. They're side by side, Brian Spark in the lead against Colin Bargan. Herb Curler giving him a little bump draft. You gotta be careful, you gotta push carefully. Push with caution. Because you don't want to cause a big crash or anything else. Coming back to the stripe, who's gonna lead lap 3, and it's Colin Bargan by a slight margin. Now as you look at Tim Treadless and the rest of the field to like about 20th, alright, like about 20th place or worse. Or lower, I meant, sorry. Still a battle for the lead. 3 wide, Power Car through McPillar. Van Gaskenbergen is letting the 48 draft. Now he's going low and letting McQueen draft. You gotta work together at these super speedway races. Rowdy Bush is all lonely right now, unless if a car could just catch up to him. Now Power Car is supporting number 8 of Rowdy Bush. Colin Bargan is looking pretty spicy out there to win this race, even though it's 19 laps. Now Rowdy Bush with the fastest lap on the racetrack right now. We extended the lap times on super speedways just because they were shorter last year, so we decided to extend them. And JP Drive loses an engine. There's smoke coming out of the rear of him, and looks like the officials are going to throw out the yellow flag here. And there it is, the yellow's out. First caution of the day. And we got trouble out of turn number 3. The 21 of Speed Comet hits the wall hard. The 67 of Jim Reverick, Michael Rotors, and the 67 almost goes upside down along with the number 93 of Nick Shift. Bubba Wheelhouse, one of the racers involved in the crash. Tango Speedstar stuck in turn 3. Not a good look for the rookie. Coming into this racetrack, Tango Speedstar is a bit anxious if he's going to finish really good at this racetrack or not, because that's his first race at Talladega. Todd Marcus with a lot of damage in the front. Meanwhile, JP Drive is heading towards pit road to quit for the day. Alright, what happened? This is what brought the caution. And I'm asking what happened once we entered turn number 3. The 84 was in front of the 69. Engine was gone. Maybe it was a piston or something else. He was having trouble during qualifying yesterday for final practice. Here's a look at the 84 again. Now here's an onboard Master Dragon 4000. Now with Carl Reeves, which is the teammate at the 69, by the way. And here's a look at the crash in turn number 3. Alright, so H.J. Hollis might have pushed the number 24 William Byron. That's what caused Michael Rotor to turn number 67 to 21. Hit to the safer barrier in turn number 3. That's the outside safer barrier. Both of them start spinning. Logano in the 22, Dogo Logano, ran over the 21. 123 runs over the 67 car. Almost went on his side. The 23 ran over to the number 93 in Nick Shift. Tango Speedstar was trying to go back on the racetrack. But the consequence is you get stuck in the banking. Now the rookie mistake for the 56 car. Bobby Swift and Rex Revler went down the double yellow line. Tried to avoid the crash. And also JP Drive avoiding that with a blown motor. And here's a view from the helicopter. This is pretty ridiculous of crashing while the yellow came out immediately. That's right along with Double Wheelhouse. Ran over the 93 for sure. Now it's Tango Speedstar, the rookie. Ooh. Tango Speedstar is reportedly being towed out of the banking, and he's going to go a lap down due to that. Alright, we're going to step aside for a bit since we're under caution here at Talladega Superspeedway. Welcome back to Talladega Superspeedway for the Insuricare 500, ready to go back green next time by. The lights are off the pace car. Colin Barton is still your race leader. He has been since the beginning of the race. Here are the cars involved on lap 5. Chris Roman, Bobby Swift, Speedy Comet, Gogo Logano, William Byrev, Michael Roeder, Tango Speedster, the car that got stuck, and I missed the rest of the list. I guess someone didn't want to make it even longer so I could read all those cars. I wonder who to keep an eye on. Colin Bargan, because he hasn't won a race since 2024. A points race, because the Clash and the other races that he won last year don't even count as a points-paying race. Also probably Master Dragon 4000, because he was the Florida 500 winner and last year's winner in this exact race. I'm pretty sure Ramirez is also another one, because she's in a battle for the points lead against Brandon Powercart. Alright, we're getting ready to restart double foul in turn number 3. That's the reason why I said why I didn't say we're about to restart double foul once we head to turn number 3, once we came back from break. Now here we go. Restarting side by side. Colin Barton to the bottom, Brian Spark to the top, and so on and so forth. Roddy Bush still with the fastest lap in the race. Still see him highlighted in blue with FL on the right. Yep, Tango Speedstar is a lap down, as I said, before we went to break. And unfortunately, Nick Schiff is out of the race after being ran over in that crash, and JP Drive out of the race due to that blown motor. Alright, we're ready to head to the restart zone. But instead of just me, I'm yapping for an entire lap. Turn up the volume and get ready for the halfway jam. Enjoy! Nine laps to go here at Talladega Superspeedway for the Insuricare 500. Now you're looking at Jay McPillar drafting with Tim Treadless, or Tim Treadless behind the number 4 of Jay McPillar. I apologize for the confusion. And McPillar is currently sitting in 12th for higher. This scoring of Apollo has not been working very well. Brian Spark leaded the lap before we went to the halfway jam, so we were restarting the race. Colin Barton just lost the lead against number 52 of Brian Spark and the 12 of Ryan Laney. Colin Barton is losing a bit of speed. Now Rich Mixon is in 3rd place against number 12 of Ryan Laney and Brian Spark. Brian Spark is coming back around to lead a second lap here at Talladega Superspeedway. 8 laps to go here at Talladega, and here's a look at the biggest movers as of this lap. Cal Weathers 24 positions up, Master Dragon 4021, Rowdy Bush 16 of the positions up, and Daniel Suarez with 14. I guess that race win at Kansas gave him a boost in the performance. And also Rowdy Bush Looking pretty impressive out there. Drafting is important, as I said earlier, because if you draft, you to gain speed, so you can go up there and race for the lead. Rich Mixon trying to wait for a little bit to make a move. 3 wide behind the top 10 or lower. Master Dragon 4000 trying to pass the number 4, Jay McKiller, including number 9 of Chase Baseline. Now he has no drafting partner in front of him. 7 to go here at Talladega. Rex Rubber, the fastest car in the racetrack, as you see him in 26th place, with highlight in blue with FL on the right. Now you're right along with Colin Bargain. He's going 194 miles per hour. He has no drafting support in front of him, but instead he's side drafting from number 36. So Rich Mixon. Now we're back into the racetrack, showing the other cars. Side by side for third place, Rich Mixon versus Colin Bargain. Bargain in front of Mixon. Mixon is trying to get some drafting help. Now he's behind the number 36. No, the 32. Colin Bargain trying to pass the number 12, Ryan Laney, but again, don't pass on the double yellow line. Now 6 to go. Colin Bargain trying to draft behind the number 52 of Brian Spark. Master Dragon 4000 is the one with the fastest lap in the racetrack. He's behind the number 9 at Chase Racelot. He's trying to help out his teammate Colin Bargain. He also possibly win another race. Colin Bargain is trying to find a way to pass number 52 of Brian Spark. Maybe he has enough speed to pass him. Now to turn number 3, Bargain trying to go to the lead. Ryan Laney trying to give him some drafting support. Now Bargain is in the lead here at Talladega Superspeedway. Ryan Laney trying to make a second lane. Now Master Dragon 4000 behind Brian Spark, trying to go after his teammate in the number 32 car. Now coming back to the stripe with 5 to go here at Talladega Superspeedway. Jackson Storm trying to make a third lane. Now he's riding off Master Dragon 4000. He's going 194 miles per hour. He's 195. Well, we're almost close to going 200 miles per hour, but we weren't on board anyway reaching that 200 mile per hour speed limit. And speaking of speed, here are the lap times as of lap 14. No surprise, MD 4000 up in the top with a lap time of 48.464. Colin Bargain, the only car seemed to file up in the front. 2 cars are 2 wide, and behind them are 3 wide. We have not seen 4 wide yet. Maybe because of they know how to figure out this racing package that was added. Oh, I forgot to mention the new racing package for super speedways. Is that we made a few tweaks after Atlanta was a one snooze fest, and also Florida being way too much 3 or 4 wide, so we decided to make the cars race a bit on their own and still go 3 or 4 wide, but it will rarely happen, or this is just a big racetrack. Chase Racelot in second place against number 32 of Colin Bargain, including the number 4 Jay McPillar, Jackson Storm, and the number 12 Ryan Laney. Rowdy Bush drafting behind the number 20 car. Master Dragon 4000 fell up to 9th place. Now he's falling back way behind 9th place. Carl Reeves at teammate of the 32 and 69 trying to charge up to the race lead. He has not won a race yet despite being last year's champion. 3 to go here at Talladega. Carl Reeves currently sitting in 13th place. He's trying to charge up to the top 5 or better, or higher. Now he ran on to number 86. He's in 10th place, trying to go after Tim Trev, racing a few others, but he has to be patient. He has never, wait, he won a super speedway. I was going to say he never won a super speedway, but he won last year's Atlanta Spring Race. Now Carl Reeves is going up beyond the top 10. Now he's drafting behind the points leader, Brandon Powercar. What's going on, Closing Mirrors? You don't even see her up in the top 10 right now. She's in 14th. Now coming back to the stripe with 3 laps to go. Jay McPillar trying to go back to victory lane. He has not won since last year at the Glen in the June race. And there's a slow car in the way. It's the 123 of Todd Marcus. I don't even like a slow car in front of them. Ooh, I hope everybody avoids the 123 car, or somebody gotta give the 123 car a blue flag, because he might cause a wreck or something. This is giving me flashback to the 2024 Yellowwood 500 in the NASCAR Cup Series, because when there was a slow car in the way, A huge one just happened with 30 cars. Back to the race. The rest of the field is getting slowed down from the lap car of Todd Marcus, Colin Bargan, Jackson Storm, and Carl Reeves currently in the top three. Carl Reeves trying to make a charge up to first place, but he needs to keep drafting with the number 20 of Jackson Storm. Meanwhile, Colin Bargan is trying to get the white flag here. Here we go. Get the white flag. Last lap here at Talladega. Colin Bargan has less than 2.66 miles away to win here in the state of Alabama. Carl Reeves trying to catch up to the number 32. Now to the battle between the Dragon Cat racing cars here at Talladega. Carl Reeves goes to the bottom against number 32 of Colin Bargan. He's going against his teammate. Carl Reeves charging up to the lead. He's up in the front. Can Carl Reeves hold up against number 32 of Colin Bargan for the race win? Battle between the two Ford Mustangs here at Talladega. Out of turn number 4 and into the tri-oval for the final time. Who's going to win it here at Talladega? They're 3 wide behind the two leaders. Now coming back to the start-finish line. Carl Reeves will win at Talladega Superspeedway. Congratulations to Carl Reeves for winning the 2026 Insuricare 500. What a way to break his long winless streak. His last race he won was the championship at Homestead Miami Speedway. Well, we're going to have to try again next time for the number 32 of Colin Bargan. He needs to step up a notch to avoid being passed like that on the final lap. And the other cars that dropped in performance at the end due to that lap car, I'm sorry for them. It was probably the 123's fault or something else. Here are the official results. Master Dragon 4000 is the fastest car of the day with a lap time of 48.464 seconds and an average speed of 197.590 miles per hour on lap 13. He'll earn that bonus point after an acceptable day here in Alabama. And on the screen you can see who led a lap today by their names marked with green hash marks. Here are the standings after this race. The race winner, Carl Reeves, and the dominant car of the day, Colin Bargan, have joined their teammates Tango Speedstar and Master Dragon 4000 in the top 10. The battle between Cruz Ramirez and Brandon Powercar is still roaring on. Daniel Suarez is now in the top 5, and there are a few other changes you can view for yourself. Tune in next week for the Clutch 8 400 from Texas Motor Speedway in Fort Worth, Texas, starting Wednesday, April 29th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern and 3:30 p.m. Pacific. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe so you don't miss a single race of the 2026 season, and become a channel member for future benefits as a viewer of this channel. This is the Candy Cat 127, signing out.